Hey everyone! I'm so glad you guys are here and ready to come join along with me as I clear out 100 items from my basement. Now, I use the term loosely when I say basement. So, our basement, I'll kind of explain a little bit about it, what all is down there before I really get started. But first of all, welcome to my channel. My life under renovation. I'm Shanna, and this is actually my very first video. So I hope you'll find something here that's interesting, helpful, inspirational, and you'll come back for more. So if you find as you're watching this, you're enjoying it, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button. I really appreciate it as I'm getting started. And I hope this channel can be a place of, I don't know, fun motivation, fun inspiration. If I can even just inspire, one or two people to get started on decluttering their home, making their home feel more like a home, like their place. It's supposed to be your place where you want to be and you want to hang out and you want to welcome others in. And my home definitely has not felt like that over these last few years. So this channel is not only going to be hopefully helpful to you, the viewers, but also helpful to myself to hold myself accountable as I go through and declutter and take ownership over my house again. I've kind of let a lot of areas just get so cluttered, and it's always weighing on my mind. It stresses me out. It takes my attention and my time away from things I'd rather be spending it on, such as, my family, my husband and my kids, and just enjoying being in my home. So anyways, the whole point of this video is to get rid of 100 items from the basement. So once I take you downstairs and I show you my basement, you'll be like, oh, that's going to be easy. This lady should have no problem finding 100 items. And that's true. Hopefully I'll find 100 items easily, hopefully even above and beyond 100. But to start off with, my basement, it's comprised of my family room. It's like a family room, living room, but it's primarily used as my kids' playroom. So for the majority of the time, it's just kind of a mess down there, but it's so full of stuff that I think honestly they don't really know what to play with. And so it just kind of becomes like a dumping ground for everything. It's also been an art studio for one of my sons who's super artistic, and he really doesn't use that anymore. He started using a program called Procreate, so he does almost all of his art digitally, and so he doesn't need a physical art space anymore. It's also been a game room, and honestly, we end up bringing our games to our main floor, and we sit at the dining room table and play games, so we really don't need the big table that's down there. So that's something I'm hoping to declutter and get moved out of our home. And then also in the basement, it's kind of sort of become a home gym. Since COVID started, we slowly started purchasing things, and I very recently got an exercise bike that I'm super pumped about, but there's not really a home for it at the current time. So my goal is to create a usable home gym space, even if it's just a place where we kind of push things back and then bring them out when it's time to work out. That totally works for me. I'm all about having multifunctional spaces. So that main family room, it also, I don't know, doubles, triples, quadruples, whatever you want to call it, as a guest room. So when my in-laws come stay, we have, I think it's a king size, humongous blow up airbed, and that's also their primary room where they stay when they come. So it has to be, a big enough space where you can set up a humongous bed and still have room to move along the sides of it and everything. So it's also that. So then if you go down the hallway, there's also a bedroom that right now, oh my word, I'm going to be really embarrassed to even show you guys, but I'm going to take you and show you because eventually it's going to all be just beautiful and wonderful and lovely. So I'll take you in there and show you that room, but you literally can't even walk into it right now. Anyways, you'll see. So there's a bedroom. It originally was a craft room, and then it was a storage room. I guess first it was a guest room. And then we added a third child, and my craft room moved downstairs to that room, and then it became the just shove everything in there kind of a room. So that's where we're at. Eventually, I hope for it to be an office, like a crafting space, a hangout space, a quiet homework spot for kids. Just a kind of like a usable space though. And then there's a bathroom. There's an under the stairs storage, which I store all of our holiday decor and holiday items in there. And there's also a utility room. So the utility room is also a disaster. So basically the whole basement needs to be completely redone. So that's kind of my plan. And I just plan to just go through things. I will have a garbage bag down there with me. And then for starters, I'm just going to do like a donation / sell bin. It's not going to be divided out. I'll do that after the fact. But basically a pile of things. These are all leaving the house. These things are going to the garbage and leaving the house. And then I plan to do another video where I have some really fun plans for down there. I want it to be just like the coziest, funnest space. I want my kids to, want to bring friends down there and hang out. And I want for myself to be able to bring friends down there and hang out and not be completely embarrassed of it. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to take you downstairs and I will show you the embarrassing dump zone that is our basement. And hopefully someday will be our super cool, functional, awesome basement. So anyways, come along with me and we'll head down there and I'll show you guys around. So the very first thing you'll notice is this super messy area here where I have all of these DVDs stacked. This is kind of useless space, and so I'd like to add some shelving along here at some point and have these at least like organized if we're going to have them there. But as you come down the stairs here, so this area here, I love this. I'll do a video where I share some of the things that I've furniture I've flipped, things like that in my house at some point. But anyways, this is a really cool mid-century modern dresser that I redid a couple summers ago, and I absolutely love it. I painted this accent wall, and you'll see in a minute there's another matching one. But I love this. I love this little gallery wall with a kind of black and white and wood tones mixed with the mid-century modern. But anyways, you get this fun, cute, cheerful little greeting, and then wait for it. Oh, you guys, it's so bad. And then you get this. Oh, this is so embarrassing. So this is our living room, family room, playroom, guest space, home gym, art studio. It's so bad, guys. But anyways, let me show you around here. I'll start with this side of the room where we just came from. So there's where we just came down on the very bottom of the stairs. And then over here, so see, we did a workout last night. We've got some of our weights out still. We've got our slam ball there laying out in the open. This was my son's art studio space. And so this is what I was talking about before, where I mentioned he really doesn't use it anymore. It's clearly just a collection zone. That's all he does with it. He's also into like Legos and I don't know, collecting little things he's built and made and created. So I absolutely love that, but it's space that's not being used. And this table, this used to be our dining room table, and so there's 2 chairs here, and then there's another one back there, and there's a 4th one somewhere. So anyways, if we could clear those out, that's a huge amount of things that we could get completely out of this space, which would be so nice. There's a TV. We just upgraded our TV recently, and so the kids have our old living room TV down here in their playroom for gaming, and this one is what they did have. So we need to either donate or sell that one and get it out of here. And there's just boxes and mounds and piles of toys. There's Legos. These 2, I take ownership over these 2 boxes here. That's all me. More toys back there on the shelf. We've got stuffed animals. I've got my gift wrapping supplies tucked back there in the corner. It's a 3-day weekend at the moment, so my kids had basement sleepover, so this is the remnants of that. And I'm just being real. This is very typical of this room because it's my kids' space. I want it to feel cozy, but I would also love if they would pick up after themselves. So my daughter got this really awesome trampoline for Christmas, and so it's down here. The handle does fold up, so it can at least lay flat against the wall. And my plan is maybe to keep that back with our workout supplies once I get this project all completed. Back here used to be like the Lego zone, and I mean, it kind of is. It's where we store Legos, but it's not like you can come back here and play. Anyways, and there's some artwork stored back there. Blank walls, of course. I painted this big wall during COVID, and my reward for getting this space cleaned out is to decorate that wall and make it cute. And so clearly I haven't done that. So once I get that done, that wall is going to be adorable. And then this wall here, I've got some fun plans for it as well. I didn't point out the furniture. There's a love seat there, full-size couch beneath that pile of sleepover blankets and pillows and sleeping bags. And then this, my child calls this his gaming chair. He purchased this at a yard sale over the summer, and the arms are like totally broken. So, and it's huge and bulky. Apparently it's great for gaming. So I give him props for, finding something secondhand for that, but I'm hoping he's okay to let go of that. This back here was a nursery chair from my daughter's nursery, but it seriously is the most comfy chair, and it still looks like it's brand new. And so I'd love to incorporate that maybe into like a little reading corner or something in here. But for now, anyways, it sits there. And then this is from like the couches area. There's all their gaming stuff. We plan to put some cool like gaming signs up for them there. But clearly, like this bottom shelf right here or not bottom shelf, I don't know what you call that, middle shelf. I'd like to be able to put the bins in that. So the plan is to move all their consoles up onto the top. They also need to go through their gaming remotes. So they have so many, and I know there's no way that they're using all of these. Pringles can, also typical. They're not supposed to have food down here, by the way. Anyways, from there, you move down to our hallway. Oh man, you guys, this is where I get nervous. I have to show you guys my dreaded craft and storage room. It's so bad, and that's not an exaggeration. You'll find out in just a second. But again, I've got weight stuff stored back here. I've got my weight bench, my little step platform for aerobic, cardio kinds of things. This is our big bed that we use when Grandma and Grandpa come stay. Oh gosh, okay, here's the craft room. Soon to be adorable, functional office, create space, homework zone, you name it. Anyways, let me see if I can move my camera up so you guys can actually get a good view of the disaster that's in here. This is so embarrassing. Oh, anyways, I have some really cute things in here. You would never know. But I've got a full renovation plan for this room. So I hope to share some renovation projects on my channel as well, along with decluttering and some healthy lifestyle kinds of things, flipping things, so some DIY projects, all sorts of fun stuff. I've got big plans. Anyways, this room is like the worst room in our entire house, but also the one I'm most excited to probably to redo and to make it beautiful like it should be. So anyways, you continue down the hallway here, go around the corner. This right here is just the bathroom door. This is the furnace and utility room door. Again, that room is a disaster, so I won't even take you in there. This here is our under the stairs storage. I can show you in there. It's not anything exciting, but I mean, I've got like artwork stored here in the very front. Part of that will go on the walls down here once I'm finished. You would never know, but this is actually quite organized. I know where every single thing is. So I do like my wreaths, door decorations, they hang on the sides, and then I rotate the bins. So I've got multiple Christmas bins under there. I just put those to the back because Christmas just got over. And then here in the front, I've got some Valentine's Day stuff waiting. I usually wait till like February 1st to, decorate for that. So those are there. And then right underneath that is all of my fall bins. And I've got like a couple smaller down in here, like Easter bins, but for the most part, it's the fall and the Christmas decorations that take up the bulk of the space in there. So close that door up. Anyways, today we're just going to be getting started with this main space out here. So this is the space where I hope to find 100 items, get them out of our house, hopefully get this table and chairs out of here, listed. It's kind of a special table. I'm kind of sad to see it go. Like I said, we've used it for, was our very first dining room table we purchased. My husband and I don't know, a lot of years ago anyways, probably like 17 years ago, but it's definitely seen better days. It's super duper sturdy, but like I said, it's been like our crafting, art space, you know, after using it for years for actual dining room space, and then games, like game room table, and then now hopefully it will go along and it'll bless somebody else's home. So anyways, I am excited to get started on this room here, you guys. I thought I'd do like a fun artsy shot. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I will prop this up on a tripod so you guys can follow along as I go through and I declutter at least 100 items, hopefully more, and make this space the space that it was intended to be for our family. So I hope you'll find some inspiration. I'll kind of explain the process as I move along, and then when I'm all done, I'll show you guys what I was able to purge and declutter out of this room. All right, let's get started. Okay, so here to get started, I like to just pick up the room a bit so I have just a clean space, and have a plan on where I'll set things as I sort and purge and start picking up items. Now, I honestly recommend just jumping in and getting started. So don't grab a big tub full of tiny little items that need sorted at the very beginning. As you're just starting out purging, I just start looking around for things that I can grab and put in the get rid of pile. That way you see progress almost immediately, instead of sorting through a tub full of little tiny things. You've already, spent 5 to 10 minutes and you have just a tiny little pile of things to show for it. So if you just make a quick sweep of the room and grab the obvious things that you are going to be letting go of, or things that you're just ready to pass along, it makes that process that much more satisfying and motivating and keeps the momentum going as you continue sorting. And I leave those tubs of little tiny items for at the end when I'm kind of starting to lose steam and have run out of items that are the obvious ones that you're ready to pass along. All right, time to speed things up and get that 100 items pile going. Okay, so I thought I would bring you guys along with me as I go through gift bags and tissue paper. So I'm also very into budgeting. I hate wasting money on things, and so I save tissue paper and gift wrapping. And tissue paper, that's fairly like a generic thing to save, you know. I don't feel like I need to really go through my tissue paper collection, but gift bags on the other hand, I know there are probably gift bags in here that I will never ever use. Some of these I've had for a really long time, and so I'm going to go through these with you guys. These ones I'm not going to keep. These are good though. So I access, I like to gift and also receive gifts from our Facebook's local Buy Nothing page. And so these are great to like just set things out on the porch in. So I'll save those for them, giving them away, but I'll use those for that. That's a cute generic girly one. Yeah, that's cute for a wedding. Another wedding. Another wedding. I don't plan on going to tons of weddings. I feel like majority of our like friends group, we're way past that phase. There's, you know, an occasional wedding, but not like when we were younger, we were going to weddings all the time, and that phase is kind of past. That's a cute girly bag. This is super adorable, but it's not really one that I probably would ever put a gift in myself, but someone else would love it. So toss that over there. Another little bag that'd be perfect for something. Again, not really my style anymore. It used to be. Toss that back there. I absolutely adore owls. I have to keep that, and I need to actually use it to gift something at some point. This is just garbage. I'll toss that in my garbage pile here in a minute. This would be really cute for one of the kids for Valentine's Day, which is coming up, so I should set that aside. This is a fun bag I would use. Super cute wedding bag. I think I need to go to some weddings so I can get rid of some of my wedding bags. Anyways, this one here, this bin here, I've gone through this fairly recently. Most of these are all like kid style gift bags, which, you know, I have 3 kids and they're always going to birthday parties. I have nieces and nephews who are always having birthdays, of course. And so a lot of these I probably would save. This is kind of that one's not really my style. I think I'll gift that along to someone else who maybe is needing a gift bag and it fits more their style. I love that. That's cute. I'm keeping that one. Keep. That one's fun. Keep that. Anyways, even like the smallest spots like gift bags, there's always something you can usually get rid of if you dig through. And then there's some little, there's like a baby shark bag. I probably won't use that. I can toss that one over here. Let's see what's hiding down in here. These are kind of cute little generic bags, but again, I'm not sure that I would really use them. They're not really my style, so that's probably why I've skipped over them through lots of birthdays and holidays and things. So I'm going to set those aside for someone else. Okay, so I'm not sure that the room itself necessarily looks a whole ton different. My son needs to go through this, so I try really hard to at least have some kind of boundaries when I'm going through my kids' things. That was something I always wanted when I was a kid, was to get to choose what was going and what was staying. And so, and my son knows, him and I talked about that, so he knows he needs to go through this table because we intend to get rid of this, the whole table itself. So that's part of his after school homework or chores for tomorrow, is to go through those things. So that'll take place later. I did not get to those boxes there, but I will. But that whole corner back there is cleared out, which is kind of nice. And the bookshelf back there, I'm planning to move that over here where the table is. And that back corner there will be a workout space. I'm going to skip over here to my pile. So I surpassed my 100. I think I came up with it was 107 items, And so I'll kind of show you what I got. I also only counted like the Mr. Potato Heads. I counted those as just 2. I didn't count each individual little piece, so that's kind of how I counted. It's much more if you count each individual item, but we've got the TV there. I guess I don't need to narrate what every single thing is, but a bunch of totes. I used to have like a little Etsy shop and a crafting business, so I have those totes left over. I think they're down here. I think there's like, I don't know, 7 of those. A bunch of gift bags, which you guys saw me going through, and an unopened shapes on the other side. It has colors. Someone can use that. And then I got rid of some really fun toys, so I'm looking forward to gifting those, and some things we might sell just because our whatever profit we make from this project, I'm going to put towards putting in some cool shelving in here and getting some sort of a new desk of some sort, since I'm taking the art table away. Bunch of puppets, Mr. Potato Head, and then down here we've got like a little kid guitar, some magazines, some baby blankets, some books, some big Tonka toys, dinosaurs, just random toys, a racetrack toy. And then over here, I got rid of a whole bag of garbage right there. It's full. And then 2 pillows that need to go. And my son's actually already took 2 upstairs. So 2 regular like pillows that you'd use for sleeping as well. Those are already gone and upstairs. So you'll notice over here, there are no bins in there. And that is because my children just kind of toss things wherever they want. We did have a system. These were all organized. So these are, the majority of these items are also probably leaving. But again, I want my kids to go through these. And these used to be organized like cars, John Deere toys, masks and dress-up things. And now you can see they're all just dumped. There's a whole Exploding Kittens game with all the cards dispersed in that box. John Deere and Thomas things, random assortment. So my number will be much higher than 107, but again, I want my kids to go through these things. So overall, I feel like we achieved the goal. We definitely got 100 or more items out of this room, and I'm looking forward to being able to use the room for, you know, what it's intended, and even more excited to decorate. That's my true passion, is decorating and stuff. So anyways, thank you guys so much for coming along. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet or hit the like button, I would totally appreciate it, and love if you would follow along. I'll be sharing all sorts of things, thrifting. I love to do yard sales once the weather around here is better, home decor, all sorts of fun stuff. Health, I'm on a new health journey, so I'll take you along with that if that's something you're interested in. And anyways, I can't wait for the next video, and I plan to post a video every single week, so hope you'll pop by for more, and thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.